Okay, back for the second picture. I had to charge my battery a little bit, but here you go. I also took some of the, I had some of my parts just kind of set in here with towels and stuff, getting ready for the, to put it back, the put together. But I took it apart just for Thanksgiving, and you can see which push rod here that I broke on the number 2 cylinder exhaust valve. But those are Crane gold roller rockers. I've got a Crane, it's all Crane roller valve train. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I've got my roller lifters in there, and it's Crane roller, it's a hydraulic roller valve train, so hydraulic roller cam, roller lifters, and then roller rocker arms. Those are the race roller rocker arms. Those are the best rocker arms you can buy from Crane. I got hooker headers, hooker competitions, turret going through Flowmaster turbo mufflers, aluminum water pump, and then it's got the, I'm using the, I have cast iron large oval port heads. I put the large valves in, so I got the 219 intakes in them, street flow valves. I got an aluminum radiator with dual 11-inch fans, Power Master alternator, and I've got over here I laid some of my parts up because I'm fixing my push rod that I broke, and I've got my, dude, this is kind of new, this is kind of cool too. I think you'll like this. This is an Edelbrock Performer RPM air gap intake, so you can put your hand underneath. It's got an air space underneath where the carburetor go, and instead of a carburetor, dude, I got throttle body. So this is a throttle body injection system that I have. It's controlled by a computer. I've programmed a fuel map for it. The computer also controls the ignition timing. I have a spark map. If you look at the distributor, so this is where the coil plugs in here, right here, the coil down here, and then right here is the that's where you plug the computer into the wiring harness. So the ECU controls the spark, and then the fuel flow, and then you have the various sensors that are part of the throttle body system. Idle air control motor, and then what's nice is it bolts onto a regular Edelbrock intake manifold in place of a carburetor. That's kind of cool. So, dude, it makes a big difference. So here it is from the back side. It's kind of cool. Pretty nice. It's a real nice intake manifold. The operational RPM range on this intake manifold is 1,500 all the way up to about 6,500, and my camshaft matches that very nicely. It's a high lift, short duration hydraulic roller. Of course, I got my valve covers from a big block, and then down here is this is the parts that I broke. So you can see here, there's the end of the push rod. It should look like this, and you can see what happened. This is on the exhaust manifold. So this is down by the lifter. This end was in the lifter here, like this, and it broke inside here. I was able to vacuum up and it shoved. You can see it's kind of a two-piece. It's a two-piece, so it broke the collar around, and it shoved it up inside the push rod itself. So I got some one-piece push rods on the way, and then it kind of damaged a little bit right here on my rocker arm. But I was talking with a guy at Horsepower Sales, and he was saying, yeah, it's a little gouging, but it isn't gonna. You can still reuse that. And then this is the broken lifter. Right here, there was a little E-ring that it damaged in this thing, and we think it might have. I think it might have seized. So here's the new set that I just bought. So I got new replacement roller lifter pair for the number 2 cylinder. I can reuse my rocker arm, and then I've got a brand new set of one-piece hardened chromoly steel push rods. They'll be here next week, so I can put the rest of the motor together up into a point where I have to put the valve covers on. And then I've got my air cleaner, and then these are the gaskets that I've got, so I can start putting the motor together. I'm going to start on that today, dude. But I thought this would be kind of cool to show you this on YouTube. Rather than just sending a whole bunch of pictures, I can send you this link because I do have an account. I've got some other videos out there. And I'll kind of pan around a little bit and show you the, kind of the rest of the car. So here's this is my car. It's a 67 Camaro. It used to have a vinyl top. It used to, and then it was painted over. The top was removed and it was painted over. So, and I almost put the center lines back on, but I really kind of fell in love with the chrome 67 rally wheels because I thought it looked pretty clean. You can't see any lug bolts or anything. So I thought that was kind of cool. It kind of gives it a little bit more, kind of a more classic look. So I thought that was kind of cool. I had the car came with these Krager SS's, and I didn't like them because the offsets were wrong. So now I'm working my way back to the rear end here. I just got a 10-bolt open. Kind of reminds me of my Chevelle, and dude, I can just light up one tire right now. But I've got I'm gonna put a posi carrier in it from Strange Engineering. I'll get that done. And the rear end gears that I have right now are 308s, and I'm gonna leave them like that with a tire that tall, a fairly short tire. And because I've got the 4-speed automatic, my first gear is 2.74 in this 204R. So it's really deep first gear. About the equivalent would be like a 350 turbo, and if you ran about a 345 or a 350 gear, it would be about the equivalent. Very, very, very similar. So, and plus I like the overdrive gear. I go from a 308 to when I hit in fourth gear, it's a 0.67 overdrive, so I get the benefit of going to a 2.0, so it's very nice for the highway. So I accomplished that with just one swap out, and now all I got to do is just add a posi carrier to the back end here, and then I got to put some different wheel studs in there, and I should be able to. Then I don't know what else could possibly break. I could probably, I guess, drop a drive line. We'll see. If not, I'll just smoke my tires, and my wife will get mad at me because I'm buying tires all the time. But I got the cowl induction hood just like the last car, and there's the front of the car, dude. It looks very close. A lot better condition though, dude. I've got, got power. It's got front disc brakes. My last car didn't have disc brakes. It just had drum brakes on the front. And then I've got and this motor. It's a 496, so it's a 454 that's stroked 1/4 of an inch. I've got Keith Black hyper eutectic pistons in it, 10-to-1s with these GM 049 heads that are open chamber, very nice. And I've got H-beam rods, and I've got a 4340 forged steel Pro Comp crank. And then it's not a 4-bolt main motor, it's a 2-bolt main, but what I did is I put in all ARP main bearing bolts, ARP rod bolts, of course, and then I've got all ARP head bolts. I don't have it studded, but I've got head bolts. It's pretty, it's plenty stout. I also got a PowerMaster starter, and I got a 2500 stall converter. which is real nice. When you gun this thing, dude, it just, well, I just smoked it. I could burn the tires. It started at 40 miles an hour, just one tire. So I will get that fixed. I got the here's my subframe connectors right here. I got the two. That's for, and then I've got a set of J-bolt traction bars on the way. They're all chrome. So what I'm trying to do is it'll have very similar look to like my last one, only much better condition. I'll have chrome traction bars with the J-bolts. I'll put the subframe connectors on, and then I'll strengthen up the rear end with the Strange Engineering carrier, and then I'm going to put some ARP wheel studs in. And I think that will probably just about do it. And then, depends on what else breaks. And then of course this is my wife's car. She went and bought this. This is an '02 Firebird convertible. No, I just cannot. Here you go. And then over there under the cover, that's her '82 Vet that I don't know what she's doing with it, but hey, Anyway, and this is and we do live in Florida, Orlando. We bought this house, and I've got 2.6 acres. This is just the front of the house. I'll send you another link. And I haven't done anything to my garage yet. This is just the inside of my garage. I've just cleaned it up, dude. We're going to put either another building or another carport, probably somewhere right out here, so I can have some more room in here. And I've even considered maybe, because I got a 10-foot ceiling, so I looked at a 4-point car lift. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. It's a 12-minute movie. Hope you like it. And I'm going to send you my phone number and everything. We'll talk. But I think this will be kind of cool. So I'll send you some pictures of, me driving it or something. Okay. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.